Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by that prize guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the open workout for the Ring 4 Night of the Champions. This Saturday, November 22nd, from A&B Arena in Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Let's now get the open workout started.
Well, you control your own destiny in the fight game. And let's see if Parker Sisawanda can pull off the upset. He'll be the first fight right out of the gates. He'll be taking on Juan Carlos Yarde, who'll be making his professional debut. So, hey, we don't know exactly what Yarde's going to do. And even though Parker's only had 3 fights, that's invaluable experience.
Well, you can see something right now. He's light on his feet, and that's what you see with a lot of these Indian fighters. A lot of these fighters that started late, that come from countries that, you know, boxing's not really a hotbed. It's footwork, and little do they know that the professional game is slowing things down. It's being a little bit more, not flat-footed, but getting some oomph behind your punch, and that takes torque.
He'll be taking on Sultan Al Muhammad, who fights out of Saudi Arabia, of course, and the fans will be certainly cheering for him. So for Umesh Shaban, he doesn't want this to go to the scorecards. He wants to try and get a KO, but you wonder if he's got the power.
But I love that both of the Saudi fighters taking out the jump rope in the ring, so.
Yeah, light feet, man. I love seeing light feet.
And there you see Abel Sanchez in the corner behind him. Obviously guided Triple G to becoming one of the all-time great middleweights and a host of other fighters.
How about Triple G saying today that he's not perhaps done fighting? He might have one more fight left in him if he doesn't win the presidency of the World, I believe, Boxing Association.
I hate seeing that. You know, you retire, you've accomplished everything. He didn't look great at the end. Stay retired.
Especially with all that money he made towards the end of his career. Normally it's the opposite. Fighters need the paydays. He made $100 million plus towards the end of his career. Stay retired if you're Triple G.
Pius Impenda, big moment for him, and this guy doesn't seem to lack any confidence, Mike. We saw yesterday he's very excited to be here and believes he can pull off the upset.
Yeah, look, if you're going to be fighting, right, you should believe in yourself and believe that you could pull off the upset. And we've seen stranger things happen before, right?
This Impenda is going to be fighting an undefeated fighter. This is the first time he's fighting a fighter with a really good record. I'm curious to see what he's going to do against a fighter that's not accustomed to losing. That's when you're going to really tell what kind of talent you really have.
21 wins, but only 5 KOs, so look for Nmoa to be going for a points win tomorrow night as he faces Vito Milianecki Jr.
Yeah, 5 straight decisions for Samuel here, but he relies on staying on the outside, keeping his range, using his height. These are all things that a fighter that's almost 6 foot wants to do. Stay on the outside, use his advantages. But I love the style matchup. Noakes, both of them have power, but Noakes comes behind, you know, heavy hands. It comes up, you know, on the front foot. He's always giving physical pressure. He wants to go for the knockout, beat you down. When it comes to Mason, it's behind speed, long punches, that southpaw stance, wicked punch variation. Watch out for the uppercuts, watch out for the left hand. Noakes, he's going to be in front of you, so it's going to be a physical fight.
Sergio, I'm not sure if you know the odds for this fight or not, but if you were handicapping it, what would you set the line at for Noakes versus Mason?
Look, when it comes to a power puncher and a fast fighter, I'm always going to favor speed. So I'm going to favor speed on this one. That's Mason.
Mason, a 4.5 to 1 favorite over Sam Noakes.
There you go.
Puma Martinez, this guy, Sergio, comes to fight, and he will not take a step back. He's going to go right after Bam, is he not?
Hey, a proud Argentinian fighter with heavy hands, looking to get on the inside, loves hooking, left and right hooks. Everything comes around the guard. This is the type of fighter that's always looking to hurt you. Exciting fighter, but the good news is Bam is going to meet him in the inside as well. So we got a pressure fighter versus a pressure fighter with different styles and footwork.
That's right. You never hook with a hooker, right, Sergio?
I guess not.
Well, one thing we need to point out, Bam will not be here tonight. He will be there Saturday, don't worry. But right now, his wife is currently in labor. He is at the hotel corresponding with her on FaceTime. So we wish him the best of luck. Can't wait to hear the story about his newborn son on Saturday. But right now, all eyes on Puma. But it was Pumita for a while, little Puma, but now he's just the big Puma, I assume.
Look, Devin Haney, I think it's a bad rap, you know. Yes, the Jose Ramirez fight was tactical, but he's been in a lot of exciting fights too. The Vasily Lomachenko fight was a thriller, so I do think he's more than capable of fighting him off.
Okay, Mike, but I'm going to play the devil's advocate. Just like Norman Jr. said, Loma was older, Loma was smaller. We're dealing with a man in Haney that's moving up in weight division, a new weight division, against one of the hardest punchers. How do you beat one of the hardest punchers in the game when you're a new welterweight?
I think you do it by using your feet, using your skills, turning Norman when he has him on the ropes, and just being the smarter fighter in there.
Listen, if there's a kryptonite to Devin Haney, at least on film, it's the left hook. Garcia caught him with 3 big ones and he went down. Brian Norman's got a hell of a left hook too. It picked him up the knockout of the year over in Japan.
And look, Devin, I give you a lot of credit, right? Because you don't duck any challenges. A lot of guys, we saw Boots Ennis, right? He needed a tune-up fight at 154. Not you. First fight at 147, fighting the top guy in the ring rankings.
Yeah, no, I mean, no disrespect to nobody, but I don't believe in tune-up fights. I want to fight the best fighters in the world. I want to prove myself. I want to become champion again, and I want to get back on the throne, back on the pound-for-pound list where I once was.
Anthony Yarde, afraid of no man. Kind of like Devin Haney, Anthony Yarde taking these fights. No one said, you're not ready for Kovalev. He said, I want Kovalev. You don't want to go anywhere near Benavidez, especially in Russia. He said, take me there. That's what this guy wants to do. That's what he's got a chance to do here against David Benavidez, who is on almost everybody's pound-for-pound list.
Yeah, and I don't think, Todd, that you can overstate just how close he was to finishing off both Kovalev and Benavidez. I mean, Kovalev was like 2 more punches away from being put to sleep.
Sergio, what's it going to take for him to beat Benavidez?
The left hook. It's going to be a left hook, and he has to exchange with Benavidez because he's a stronger puncher, but he's not faster. He doesn't have faster hands than Benavidez. He doesn't have the explosiveness of Benavidez. So in order to compete with that speed, you got to intercept that speed, and he has a mean left hook. I mean, wow. I mean, he's selling his own fight. I love hearing what he's saying. He's saying all the right things. We know he's a puncher. He's one of the biggest punchers in boxing, but I like the fact that he's intelligent about it. He's enjoying the show. He feels like he belongs. The championship experience that he picked up from Kovalev and Beterbiev, now it's time to pay off.